Hey guys, it's that time of the year again where we go through the top 10 films of the year. This film has had some magnificent films and it's also had some films that have been disappointing. So watch out for that video coming. But let's get into the top 10 films to come out, or in my opinion, of 2018. Mentions to 4 films that I thoroughly enjoyed, and it's a shame they didn't make this list. There were just other films that got to me. The first one is Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 was a really good sequel to Disney's first film. I absolutely loved the first film and the references to other show, Disney references. I enjoyed this film from start to finish, and it's a shame it didn't make this list. The second one was A Simple Favor. I was shocked at just how much I enjoyed this film. The acting was great, and it had a great storyline with some nice plot twists thrown together, and I enjoyed A Simple Favor. It's definitely worth your watch. The third one is one I saw on Saturday night, and that is Ralph Breaks the Internet. This film was packed with Easter eggs, which is my type of film. There's another film in this list that had so many, that's why it made the top 10, but Ralph Breaks the Internet was a really good worth the wait sequel, and I really enjoyed it. And the fourth was Tomb Raider. This was a film I wasn't really looking forward to, as I like the original films, but I really enjoyed this, and Alicia Vikander did a really good job. Great storyline, but they are the honourable mentions. Alright guys, here we go. These are the top 10 films of the year. Coming in at number 10, I have Ready Player One. This film had a ton of Easter eggs, as I said before. The acting was brilliant, had a great storyline, great pacing, timing, references to games, movies, TV show. Steven Spielberg did a visually stunning job throughout the film, and I enjoyed it from start to finish. I just was blown away with just how well this film was filmed. I haven't read the book, and it made me want to read the book. I don't read much, but it really was a film that's worth buying, and if you haven't seen Ready Player One, definitely go and check that. And at number 9, I actually had Mission Impossible Fallout. The Mission Impossible films to me have felt a little bit weak ever since Ghost Protocol was brilliant, but I feel like Rogue Nation wasn't too great. But Fallout really redeemed this series. Henry Cavill played an amazing character throughout the film. We had really good loose ends tied up to characters. I'm not going to spoil too much in this video. But it was an action masterpiece. Now, I've heard that Upgrade is as good as this film, and I didn't get a chance to watch Upgrade this year, but Mission Impossible Fallout was a lot better than I expected, and Tom Cruise, it's easily one of his best films. It could be the best in the series. The Mission Impossible films are great, but especially Ghost Protocol, some of those scenes, man. But this film really blew my expectations. And coming in at number 8, I had Bumblebee. I had the chance to see this film, and it was not a film I was looking forward to. I thought this movie was going to be trash, if I'm honest with you. John Cena did an amazing job, and I thought the story between Bumblebee and the girl was absolutely brilliant. From start to finish, this was a true Transformers film, and it was so much better than any film that Michael Bay has made. I enjoy most of the Transformers movies except the last 2, Age of Extinction and The Last Night. I almost couldn't sit through. But Bumblebee was a refreshing start. Optimus Prime was brilliant in the film. I enjoy Bumblebee. If you haven't seen it, it's so worth the watch, and you've got nothing to worry about. It's so well put together, and there's visuals of Cybertron that are just unforgettable. Coming in at number 7, I had A Quiet Place. This film was amazing. I was not expecting this film to be anything like it was. It was so different. There was no talking for almost 45 minutes, but what you were watching was just brilliant. The way it was filmed, it was clever. It was John Krasinski's first film directing, and I can't wait to see what he produces next. The acting from Emily Blunt, John Krasinski, and I'm not sure of the deaf girl's name, was just brilliant. A creepy story. And easily one of my favourite films of the year. It was probably the best horror film I've watched since It last year. And if you haven't seen this one and you want a scare, go and check it out. Brilliant. And it's not too long either. It's quite, I think it goes for an hour and a half, which is good because it doesn't need to, movies don't need to go for 2 hours, 20 minutes and things like that. But A Quiet Place, great debut for John Krasinski's direction. The film I had at number 6 was Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle. This is a film I didn't really know about. I love the story of the Jungle Book, especially the original tale, and this was a dark film that was very true to the original. I mean, there were some changes, some new characters, things like that, but Baloo and all these characters coming together, Kaa, was just brilliant. The actor of Mowgli did a wonderful job, and I enjoyed this film from start to finish. I couldn't stop watching. I had work, but I just thought so many things was going to happen, and it played out really nicely in the end, and Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle was one of the best films of the year for me, and it was also a Netflix original, which was surprising, but Andy Serkis and the other cast did a brilliant job. Right, we're getting into the top 5. These are the best films of the year. At number 5, I had Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I was not expecting this film to be as good as it was. The animation quality was brilliant, the storyline was great, there were some big plot twists, some different things that people weren't expecting that I will not give away in this video. I might do spoiler reviews of these movies, we will see, but Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse really created some absolutely brilliant, memorable Spider-Man characters. From start to finish, the pacing was great. The graphics were brilliant, and as I said, the animation was unlike anything I'd ever seen. They created a really good film with some great villains in it, and it just blew me away. The soundtrack to this film was also brilliant, which topped it off. I loved Post Malone's Sunflower, songs like Home, I'm Not Scared of the Dark. What a brilliant film it was. Sony, you really topped it with this one. Coming in number 4 is Searching. I could put this film as number 1, and I mean, these films above these 4 are my favorites. Searching is brilliant. Searching is a movie unlike anything I've ever seen. Searching uses found footage storyline and makes it something different. It uses original and new concept. There is no scene in this film that, I can't even explain it, is filmed as a scene. It's all FaceTime, YouTube, Skype. The way it plays out as a news story, this director really understands the internet. This film had a massive plot twist, which you will not see coming. I love this film so much. If you haven't seen Searching, go and check it out. John Cho deserves an Oscar for this film. I really hope he gets one. I hope he's nominated. Searching is one of the best films of the year. Coming in at number 3 is Avengers Infinity War. What a big film this was. This paid off with Thanos, all the Marvel characters coming together, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Avengers, just a really good storyline. Big twists. I like this film. A lot of things that were unexpected, that were rumoured to happen, happened, and Avengers Infinity War is easily one of the biggest. It's going to be number 1 on a lot of people's list. There were just 2 films that I enjoyed a bit more than Avengers Infinity War. Even though Avengers Infinity War was such a massive thing, made a lot of money, told one of the greatest stories in comic history. I loved Infinity War, but these 2 films, I almost had to tie it for my number 1 spot. Alright guys, I tried, I can't do it. These 2 films are tied at number 1. It means there's no number 2 this year. The 2 greatest films of 2018 are Creed 2 and Game Night. Game Night was original, an amazing story. It was a bit of a dark film while it was funny. Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams really paid off in this film. The characters were unforgettable. It had a funny storyline, funny moments. I don't want to spoil. There's something to me that I really enjoyed in the film, a certain cameo you could say, but Game Night is easily my favourite film of 2018. I want to put it as number 1, but this film is also so great. But Game Night, if you haven't seen it, check it. But at number 1, you guys know, you've seen it in the video, Creed 2. This is the film of 2018. If you haven't seen Creed 2, go and check it out. The storyline is great, the fight scenes are great, there's references to the original movies. Creed 2 is an absolute masterpiece. Michael B. Jordan was so great in the role, and Sylvester Stallone taking his last time playing Rocky Balboa was amazing to see. There you have it guys, my top 10. But Creed 2 and Game Night were just amazing, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I could not pick a number 1. Thank you so much for watching this video guys. I hope you have a safe New Year's Eve and a happy 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.